Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video, and today we're going to do a character guide on Eiko. Eiko is a very, very good character. She does get a little overshadowed by Garnet, but if you really want to make the game easy, you can go ahead and pick up Eiko, because she's got some pretty good shenanigans in her kit that we'll talk about in a minute. So, in this video, we're going to talk about her best artifacts, her best spheres, and then we'll jump in and do a quick little showcase and just go over her basic kit. She's actually fairly simple. So for artifacts, basically you just want to go attack 108, max brave 330, or you can do buff attack up. So you can see I've got some max brave, some attack of 108, some buff attack up. I actually still have to farm her artifacts a little bit. I'm going to go for 3 108 and 330s is what I'm going to go for. So pretty basic like attacker style artifacts there. And then for her spheres, nothing too crazy with her spheres. It's going to be pretty basic. So for the A sphere, just like most characters, you want to go with something that's going to focus on brave damage and attack. And then once again, you can just pick something that the character does. So something that Eiko does is she does do holy resist down, and she does have holy damage. So I did Lulu's. So when attacking the weakness, you increase your int brave and max brave. So you could do anything like that. It could increase max brave, brave damage, attack, any of that stuff, right? Int Brave actually isn't the worst to put on her either, because she does have a lot of battery in her kit. So that's actually decent too. I don't think Lulu's is the best for her. I just kind of threw something in there, right? And then for the C slot, actually her own is probably not the best one. I just have it on her. So what happened was back when, you know, spheres were a new thing, I usually just gave the character their own sphere. This is something that if I had a slot remover, I would maybe take this off, because you want to give her something that's going to give her more attack or eye brave. So that's probably what you're going to want to do in the C slot. She doesn't work well with Pestil's sphere, so don't worry about giving her that one either. But yeah, something for attack or eye brave. I'm not going to worry about this too much, because spheres, honestly, with how busted these characters are, you're not going to notice the little bit of attack or eye brave that I would be getting on the C slot. So it's just if you really want to max your character, want them to be perfect or whatever, go for attack or maybe eye brave, max brave, something like that, brave damage in that slot. And then the D slot, she does a ton of buffing. So anything that has to do with buffing, once again, that is going to increase the party's max brave or attack is good. She actually could work with Wakka's sphere. Let me pull Wakka's sphere up, because Wakka's got one of the better ones. It's just got some restrictions on it. Hold on, let me find it here really quick. These are all sorted by game, so I just got to go to Final Fantasy X. There it is. So I'm actually tempted to put this one on. So with 5 or more buffs, max brave and attack by 5%. So Wakka's could be a good one as long as you're always ensuring that you have 5 buffs on. Wakka could actually be a really, really good one there. So once again, pretty basic on the spheres, right? So let's go in and we'll just hop into a fight here. We are going to hop into the hardest Equinox fight that just dropped here. Because it's going to help showcase her off, because they really built it for her. Because basically we want to take damage to show off her effect. So we're going to hop into a fight here. We'll just pick a Garnet. Yeah, there's only 700 Garnet friends, by the way, which will honestly carry you. Like, so in this video, we'll just do a quick like guide to Equinox. Bring whatever team you want to and bring a Garnet friend and you're good. The Garnet friend can basically like solo the fights. It's insane. So yeah, it didn't really matter like who I used on the fights. As long as I was fulfilling the orb and I brought a Garnet friend, I was pretty good to go. Okay, so we'll get through Garnet's turns here first. I do have to be careful, because these enemies are going to come at me hard like right away, right? Oh gosh, I forgot what their orb even was. I'll have to double check. But this is the team I used to beat it, so I should be able to get the orb. What was their orb again? Hold on. Come on, actually click on the enemy. Your orb was... oh, an attack triggered by effect, and then elemental weakness damage, sure. Okay, which, yeah, we've got a bunch of that here, right? So let's go ahead and let's throw down this. Alright, so, and then I got Vivi on here too. Yeah, so we're just full of elemental weakness damage, because these are all elemental damage characters. Vivi's got it too here with the fire. So Vivi, let's just throw down a meteor. Sure. Okay, so we're going to get to Eiko's first turn. Now, depending on what you want to do here. Yep, and then the follow-up from Garnet is the big one that triggers it, right? Okay, so with Eiko, you have a few things here, right? So, first turn, you can either go into the EX, or you could go into the LD. The EX is going to give them Holy Resist down, which is good. It does a nice big fat heal to the party as well, which is really good, and it's going to give her an HP plus attack. But with this particular enemy, I need to go LD right away. So here's what the LD is going to do. The LD is what makes her busted, by the way. So the LD is going to do a really big fat attack here, right? And what's going to happen is it's going to give us 3 stacks of her overhead. So what's going to happen is anytime the party's health falls below 50%, it's going to basically revive all party members, do a big fat heal, and do the LD attack again. And it's going to subtract 1 from the stacks. So basically right now with 3 stacks, we have 3 turns that we just can't die. I haven't tested it yet, but from what I'm reading online is it actually works on Lufenia orbs as well. So like the orb could pop. So who knows, in this video, maybe we'll let the orb pop. Well, I don't think we're going to be able to with Garnet here. But if the orb were to pop, that could also, we could also revive back from that. And the way the game works now, you're not penalized for reviving. It actually doesn't count as a death. It doesn't hurt your score. So reviving is actually okay. So on these really aggressive bosses, where like you don't want to use Warrior of Light strategy and you want to be more aggressive, like you can bring Eiko, like, and your party just like can't die. And it actually synergizes well. Like they're pretty smart about this. Synergizes very well with Vivi, who like if I use Doomsday, he's gonna start, you know, hitting up our own health. Well then between Eiko and Garnet, like with all the healing we have and like the revive if we die, like we can go all out with Vivi here and we don't have to take any risks. So if you like Vivi, like Eiko's a really great partner, because the issue I've always had with Vivi is I hate that I'm like draining my own health. I always felt like I had to be careful, because look at this, the bosses are lining up a bunch of turns here, and they're gonna just start like attacking the crap out of me here. I think we're gonna take our first big hit here. Let's see. Yeah, we didn't even get a break there. All right, let's see what happens. But we want to see Eiko go off here. This all attack should like kill us, right? Yep, this is it. Okay, so watch this. So like we think we're dead, but then Eiko says, nope, we're not going to be dead here. We're going to rebirth. And we've got 2 more of these, and we're going to get a fat heal on top of it, right? And this does not hurt our score. Okay, so this guy, he can go ahead and kill too, sure. Garnet has the survivability, but yeah, we'll still rebirth flame. So the thing with this fight is so hard. You almost have to like go back-to-back rebirth flames, right? So I'm going to try to show off a couple things here, because we do have an instant turn. So her S1 is pretty simple. Her HP regen, it's just a free turn, and it's going to do like a big fat heal, and it's going to give us regen. So it's just going to do that, all that stuff. We're going to get a little attack at the end, and there we go. Oh, I guess it's not a free turn. Online it said it was a free turn, but it isn't. Okay, so HP regen is not a free turn, which is, well, now we might actually die because we might run out of stacks here. Let's see. Yeah, and the enemies are just getting a 500 turns here. Let me see. Oh yeah, I'm out of stacks. We're gonna die. Yeah, we're gonna die here. Oh my gosh. That's fine. We'll that's fine. For the sake of the video, I just want to keep it going. I don't want to re-record it. We'll just jump revive, whatever. That's fine. Us YouTubers, we can just jump revive. We don't care, right? Okay, so let's let Garnet go here, because I actually want to show off. Like, so the main reason I went into this fight is just because they're super aggressive, and I wanted to show off her rebirth, right? So what we'll do now is we'll just use a summon. We'll just kind of have some fun here, and then just show off Eiko's other skills. So HP regen, it gives us regen, which is obvious, and then it just gives us like a little burst heal, right? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just attack through here. Yeah, the first time I did this, it was like, yeah, the bosses were so aggressive. I was basically with Eiko just spamming LD. Obviously, you can be more strategic and like kind of avoid it and things like that, but sometimes that's just how it goes down. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and meteor here, and then we'll get Eiko up again. So let's do the EX next so you guys can see that. And some of you are probably familiar with the EX already, but this is going to give us the Holy Resist down, so which is good. So we'll go ahead and do that. And it is a C90, so it does hit a little bit harder than usual. It's not like the hardest hitting EX. It's going to do like, what, 300k to both? Yeah, well, in a better situation, that'll do 300k to both. We lost like a bunch. I think we lost some stuff when we died, but that's okay. So Garnet, sure, let's do some of this. All right, and Garnet, let's just Aquamarine, sure. Alright, and then Vivi, we'll just do a quick attack here. Yeah, double fire sounds good. Vivi, though, he's hitting pretty hard. I was actually pretty impressed with him. You know, because we got him early on Global, and he faded out pretty quick. So I wasn't really sure how good he was going to be here, but he does hit pretty hard. Okay, so then off of the EX, we get double Holy. So anytime this HP plus is up, you usually want to use it. It does a lot of damage, and it is Holy Element. So they will take weakness damage here. And we're going to do that twice, yep. And so you see, that was about 500k, but like I said, I've seen that number a lot higher in a more ideal situation. Let's use Holy Prayer here. And then Smite, that's really basic. It's the same as it's always been. It literally will do an attack. It'll do an attack, and then it'll battery a little bit. This is bad because Eiko's not coming up for a while, and we're almost to the point where we might die again. I'm gonna span a bunch of free turns so I can get a break here. Yeah, I'm like not gonna be able to get the Eiko. I almost might just like have to die and jump in again. Okay, this is rough. Rough showcase here, guys. Rough showcase. We'll get through somehow. We'll see if we can figure it out here. All right. All right, so now we should be able to get a break here. So what we're going to do, the problem is I got to break them in the right order. So let's do this. I would hope that this would break them both at the same time, but it might not. We'll see. If not, I think Eiko herself will be fine. We just need to get like 1 or 2 more turns just to show off a little bit more, and we're good. Normally for like these showcases, I usually don't go into like super hard Lufenias, but like I said, I needed something aggressive to show off for LD. Yeah, of course they broke in the wrong order, so that's fine, whatever. Hopefully they delay themselves here. Let's see, is he going to delay himself? Yep, okay, good, good, good. Yeah, when they hit those thresholds, they'll delay themselves, which is nice. Okay, and then this guy isn't going to do anything lethal. Good, good. Yeah. Dude, Garnet is so busted, though, with these follow-ups. Like, not only is she, like, the best, like, in-slot party character, she's probably one of the best friendly characters right now, too. Just because she is, like, a ridiculous follow-up character. Like, I feel like she replaces Cloud of Darkness fairly easily. Like, it's not every attack, but it's still, every 4, it's doing, like, a humongous attack. Alright, so you've seen HP regen. We haven't seen Smite yet. I honestly, here, I'm going to pop off another LD. And then we'll just do a Smite and show that off. But, you know, there you go. Eiko's pretty basic. She's, like, because of Garnet, she's definitely not a must-have, but she's very good. Like, if you want to play the game very poorly and still win, that's one way to put it, right? If you want to play the game poorly, like I've been doing in the showcase, noob DFFOO player over here, get Eiko. You just don't have to worry about dying. So here's your strategy. New players out there, summon for Garnet, summon for Eiko, put in whatever third character you want, and just beat the game. That's all you got to do. That's it. That's the game right there, guys. I just solved the game for you. Garnet's so powerful, by the way. We're almost like beating this Lufenia Plus, and I definitely wasn't intending to do that in the video. Although we're not really, like, we're quote-unquote beating it. We did Gem Revive, right, just to keep the showcase going. That's fine. You guys can laugh at my terrible gameplay here, right? Alright, so let's just get through these millions of attacks. We've got 3 revives, so I think we're going to be fine. We'll get to 1 more Eiko turn, and we'll just show off a Smite here really quick. I know, the anticipation, right, of waiting for this C35 attack. I bet you guys are just... you guys are just don't know what to do with yourselves in anticipation of this amazing 35 CP attack. Alright, let's go, let's go. Alright, so here's Eiko, and then here's Smite. We'll finish off with that while watching some more revives as we end the video here. So, once again, here's Smite. You can see it's just going to do a little battery and do some damage. So, that's pretty much like the off-turn thing that you'll do when you don't have the EX up, you don't have the HP plus up, or you don't need to refresh the LD. But like I said, if it's something really hard and they're really aggressive, you can almost spam the LD every turn. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think of Eiko. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.